Just joking. Hello, welcome to Hellbent Live. My name is Jesse. This is Joe, and we are sort of okay, I think. I still have a gravelly voice. Some people like that.
And let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
Stop it.
It's going to be going on all night long, baby.
We have a lot of cough drops here. We are ready to go. I know everybody has been sick, so everybody's dealing with this. Smog
has been a baller. Has been, as we close this year out. We want to thank everybody that's supported us.
Yeah.
Thank everybody that's put up with us.
Thank
everybody at all. But man, you holler ballers are the cat's meow, baby. And we appreciate all of you.
Keeping us in batteries for sure.
So what is going on here? This is bananas. All right.
Bananas.
Nothing.
What's
This is
happening?
just got a couple other quick things here. Man, Okie, appreciate you.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie, Okie.
Thank you, sir.
And then our friends from the West Virginia Bigfoot Project. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much,
so
y'all.
much.
We are here in the driver's seat. We were not here last week because we were both insanely sick. I've been fighting it for, this will be 3 weeks tomorrow, but I'm almost 100%. I'm doing a lot better. Joe's still fighting through it, but
I got this.
He's got this. I believe in him. I believe in Joe. Welcome to our Tuesday.
Monday, yeah.
Welcome to our Tuesday live show, sort of a free form discussion that we have here on the channel. We talk about specific topics a lot of the time when we're here. We've got one that's quite interesting that we got a little close to over the past couple of days. So we thought it was certainly high time that we had this discussion about this phenomenon. And we'll get into that in a minute. I want to say that I hope you all had a good Christmas.
Sorry, we were absent. We were literally sick all friggin' Christmas.
Yeah.
It was bananas.
Yeah.
But we ended up out in the woods literally the day after Christmas. We rallied up and got out and wrapped up our latest investigation and
series of investigations. It's been a 2 month. This has been a 2 month process.
It was stupid. It was, I don't even know. And we're going to talk about some of it tonight. So
yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We kind of talked about a little bit about some of it, but
I'm interested in whetting their appetites for the adventures to come.
Ken Lucas, I was trying to like your super chat donation you just did, and I almost banned you from the damn channel. Maybe it's fate telling me. Anyway,
Ken Lucas, I got you on here. 2468. We got to figure out what these numbers mean.
It's a code. It's a code. I'm telling you, it's a code of some sort.
It's an S.
And then we had Kurt up there. Thank you so much. I did not have a chance to thank you though, but I appreciate all of you guys. And then the man, the myth, the legend.
Curtis don't hurt us.
Oh, I almost took him down.
Curtis
don't hurt us. Curtis, I hope you.
Do you like the style of that? I've changed a little bit of the graphics package.
What did you change? Like the super chat stuff?
Just all the stuff here, and then our.
What am I now? Quartz hoaxer. Ah, yes, I'm the quartz hoaxer. Thank you so much.
Who you are?
I guess Father quartz hoaxer would be a little bit too much, but that's all right.
Are you are you a reverend?
Curtis, thank you so much as always. Thank you to everybody so far. But anyway, we had a absolute bananas time in the woods, and luckily we had a witness there with us as well.
You know, that's one thing, and we brought this up. We brought this up while we were out there too. We've had quite a few experiences over the past few years. And actually, this is the last show of the year, so we should talk a little bit about 2025 and kind of the stuff that happened, kind of the things that we've gone over, things that we've experienced, evidence we've captured, and some of the crazy moments that we've had over 2025. We can kind of hit some of that and discuss a little bit of that because it's been a wacky year.
Our main man, Larry Sharp.
Larry!
And then our buddy, speak of El Diablo, MK gifted a membership. And it actually went to somebody who's been on the channel for a bit. So it was good. So,
very nice. Very good.
not some rando.
So we were out and about with our buddy MK Ultra, strange backcountry with MK Ultra right there. Just gifted some lucky person a
I didn't see who that
membership.
was, but it's somebody who it's on here.
As long as it's not Bristol again.
You know, I'm going to make here's my New Year's resolution. The Ristel joke will continue into 2026. Every live stream that I see Ristel in, I will loudly proclaim that I'm glad that he is not there. And then I will immediately follow it with who in the hell let Ristel in the chat. That is a joke that spans all of Cryptid and Bigfoot YouTube, and it's going to continue into the new year. So
Rick Skinner says, gang, if y'all hear snoring, it could be me. Wife and I just got back from Chili's and the bellies are full. Got that triple dipper. Went for that triple dipper. All right. So
Nancy Cardin's who got the membership. So Nancy will be part of the
Nancy's on it.
So
so
we so how are you going to do this tonight? We didn't really come in with a plan. Isn't that a shocker?
I thought that maybe we could fight to the death.
Done and done and done again. So
let me get back to my point. We're all over the place. Obviously, as usual, it's Tuesday, guys. I've been in my editing cave all day, just working away on this big project we are working on. I talked a little bit about that with everyone last night in that stream that I did. But so it was really nice to have somebody else there with us when we capture monumental evidence. Over the past few years, we've gotten some really, really banana town stuff. The burning light, I think, comes to mind first of all. You know, the Dogman thermal, and what else? What else we got? What else?
That's it.
That's it. So we got a vocalization in the Grove that was pretty wild.
We found some pretty weird stuff, but
we had the monster on Morris Mountain. The vocalizations.
The hottest Bigfoot documentary of 2025.
Monster on Morris Mountain. Bigfoot in the URs. Yeah, that was a big highlight. But it was nice to have somebody else out in the field with us
when something like this happens.
One of the craziest things that we've ever experienced happens. Mr. MK was out there with us, and I'm sure he's in the chat, and he can talk a little bit about that in the chat as well.
I will take us through it a little bit. Part of the investigation of part of the big investigation that we've been doing, which has spanned a couple of months now, right?
Yes.
Is the area that we kind of refer to as the Laughing Beast area. And that is an area where a person who reached out to us to let us know about this particular area, and we went there and checked it out, and we caught some possible vocalizations, but they were faint.
We didn't have it's crazy because that was in 2023, and we did not have the equipment that we have now. And I do have to say, some people complain about the membership thing. That is why we're able to capture the audio we have now. We got audio. We got several instances of crazy audio.
And we got some crazy audio this weekend. So
that's what I'm referring to. And that's because of the membership. We've been able to upgrade our equipment from 2023 when we couldn't capture those vocalizations at all. I could hear them. You could hear them, but we could not capture them. And that is one very frustrating thing that you see in a lot of these videos is the people out there are experiencing something and the audience at home cannot hear it, cannot see it. And so it's akin to a campfire story at that point. Because if you're not capturing the evidence of what's going on, then it might as well just be another story, right? So thank you guys. I want to go back and thank you guys for supporting this project. Because of that, because of you, we've been able to upgrade our audio recording equipment, and we were able to capture vocalizations and other crazy sounds.
So we were in the Laughing Beast area. Jesse and I went right as the sickness was kind of coming on, and went and we caught some vocalizations that we didn't know what they were. So we returned this past weekend and we came in like geared up to try to catch it. We didn't catch anything at that point. So we decided to get a little creative with it. And MK volunteered to basically, we were going to like leave the area and MK was going to like sneak and hide and stay and see what he picked up.
We were going to trick it.
We were going to try to trick it. Or at least, and I don't think you're capable of tricking it, whatever it is, but maybe get it to kind of play along
Or signal. I think the theory behind it was the signaling, if you'd like to discuss that.
Our buddy Smog put out some memberships, see how all they go to. Hopefully it's not some D-bags anyway. So we gave MK the super sound stick. He slapped some headphones in and he kind of like hit the ground, kind of hit a little bit. And then we left the area and he stayed there with the super sound stick, very high sensitivity microphone, recording what he heard. And he heard some crazy stuff. Now, one of the things you have to realize about our buddy MK Ultra as he is from like some hard scrabble coal mining hellhole and can barely speak English. It's pretty sad. Actually.
He's got a club foot.
Probably a third grade education. So God. When he says hell and he says howls, it sounds pretty damn near close to each other. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He kept saying, I am hearing howl sounds. And I just thought he was talking about like howls. No, he said he's hearing like hell sounds. And what he's referring to is, do you remember? I don't even know if we've had a chance to talk about this, but it was on, Art Bell had put it out when it came on. But
do you want me to try to play the sound? I can't.
I don't know if that's copyrighted or anything like that. I don't want to run any, YouTube's getting real weird nowadays.
I think it is, but that's fine.
There was a hole supposedly in Russia that's appeared to be bottomless. And according to the stories from Russian scientists.
Can you copyright the devil?
I think, yes, that's very possible. But they lowered some Russian scientists, according to the story, lowered a recording device into this hole and picked up what they called the sounds of hell. It was moaning and screaming, and it just sounded like a hellscape. That's what MK said that he heard, and he was kind of freaked out about it. So we went back to camp, we were trying to listen to it on the recorder, and it's just some sort of weird interference. We didn't get what he was hearing. It was very frustrating. So we decided to repeat it again the following night. Really going, because this was a spur of the moment type of thing we were planning on doing. So we planned it out and went to do it, and the experiment fell all apart. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get the camera set up safely. It's a non-replaceable camera, so I'm not putting it on shaky ground. It took forever to do up.
Somebody insulted somebody else.
So all three of us just turn on each other, and we're all bickering. We finally leave MK there, and we left him with a walkie-talkie, and then we had a walkie-talkie.
We had previous to this, when we set up the experiment, we discussed a code. Mention the code.
I was getting to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
You interrupted me. Please don't let that happen again. So MK was going to be laying there silent with the super sound stick, kind of like a periscope, trying to like an audio scope. Is that the word? I don't know. So he was going to basically just key, the micro, like the walkie-talkie to let us know everything was okay. Keying at once was basically saying, hey, I'm still here. Everything's okay. Not hearing anything. Keying it twice back to back meant, hey, I'm here, still here. Everything's okay, but I'm hearing something. And then keying it multiple times back to back meant, I don't want to talk, but get here as quickly as you can. Get here now.
So I'm in danger.
So we leave him there. And we get in the vehicle and we leave, and we're going up this road, this gravel road, and we get a couple hundred yards away, and our walkie-talkie just starts going off repeatedly with like squelches. And we're like, holy crap, already? That's like the get here as soon as you can, I'm in danger thing. So we had to like go up, turn around, and rush back down. We're speeding on this gravel road. We get down there, and he's just laying there like going, what the hell? And we're going, dude, you just keyed the walkie multiple times. He's like, no, I didn't. I didn't do it at all. And it wasn't like static. It was literally the sound of one walkie keying repeatedly in the emergency code like we had previously established. We all got into the worst possible mood at that point and just almost just gave up for the rest of the night.
The whole thing almost fell apart.
So we decided we go back to our camp. We were going to go into another area and do a night investigation. We decided to push through for it. We're hiking in and none of us are saying a word to each other. We're all just hiking in silence. And I almost just went, this is a pointless waste of time. Let's just turn around and just call it a night. Okay. We're done. We're not cooperating. We're not talking. Nobody's getting along. Let's just call it. You will see the reason later. I will leave a little hook here why we were going into this area. We found some extremely compelling,
something we'd never seen before.
Something we've never seen before. Let's just call it a nest. All right. Is that fair?
A blind.
A blind.
A nest.
Very weird. When you see this, it's
Structure.
not natural. It's a structure of some sort. So we decided we were going to go in there and do a night investigation. We get into the area and we are hiking around and we're still not talking. We're still not doing anything. We all of a sudden, MK was the one who heard it first because he stopped and went. We start hearing these crazy vocalizations that I don't know what it is. It didn't sound like what we heard in the Uwaris. It didn't sound like what we've heard in Blackthorn or the Grove or anywhere like that. Crazy vocalizations. It's not a nightbird. It's not coyotes. I don't know what it is. It was immediately followed by gunfire. 2 people shooting ARs and 1 person shooting.
Are you going to go into the whole thing?
Well, I'm going to go into some of it, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
we do.
I know. So it's everything got bananas out there really quickly. We're standing there going, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? We hear wood knocks unlike any wood knocks we've ever heard.
We've never heard this type of wood knock described, and that sounds very weird, but it was different. It was different than anything else we had ever heard or heard anyone ever describe. But it was very close.
And we're going.
And I confirmed that I got it. I got it, by the way.
And we're going, what the hell is this?
Got it on camera. Got it on audio.
Robert, welcome to the membership.
Robert Mustard. Colonel Mustard. Colonel Robert Mustard.
In the library with a candlestick. But we hear this really weird, rapid tree knocking that came from at least 3 locations that was really close to us. And we're going, what the hell? We've crouched down in the woods. We're being silent. We're just going, it's like not all around us, but it's in like a semicircle, like in front of us. These sounds, they just went on for just like a couple seconds and then stopped. And then we hear it. We hear that metallic door sound come out. And we're in the woods here. We're not on a road. We're not in a road. It's from a patch of trees, like directly in front of us, a very thick patch of trees. This metallic door sound comes close, maybe like 20, 25 feet away. And all of us instantly just look at each other and go, we're getting the hell out of here. And we left. That's where we drew the line at. But we finally heard it unmistakably up close, that metallic sound that so many people talk about at this point. And the urge to get the hell out of the area was instantaneous. And it was like undeniable.
Yeah.
And it was irresistible. We just left. We got out.
Yeah.
All 3 of us instantly. And the reason why I mentioned the gunfire is we were willing to hang out through that and like kind of like, because we were willing to, and you'll see it on the documentary when it comes out. We're even going, all right, like skip here, like, make sure we're behind these trees. Let's do this. Let's see what's going on here. But when the metallic door sound happened, nobody argued. Everybody was just like, we're getting out of here right now. We left. But we heard it. We finally heard it. And I have been on this show before going that I'm not even sure if it's a real sound.
Right.
That I'm sometimes hypothesizing, I'm positing that sometimes that maybe that metallic sound is not like an actual physical audible sound in the traditional sense of the word, that maybe it's something that's being electromagnetically induced in your, the cortex of your brain, where that way you're hearing it in your head, but it's not a real sound. Your ears aren't picking it up. And I was kind of leaning towards that as a theory. At least in this instance, that's not what happened. We were able to catch it, like Jesse said earlier, because of our upgraded equipment. We were able to catch it. So yeah, and it's.
I got a little thing here.
Go ahead.
Bigfoot and Wild Boy says, "I hope there's video of all this, Joe." And what I have to say to this is, unlike other Robin Hoods, I can do an English accent. Yes, we do have video and we have audio of all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Every single thing of it.
I went over everything, and we have all of it.
All of it. Mr. Mustard. Hi, Jesse and Joe. New member, but I'll watch every week. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting this. You guys, thanks to you fine folks out there, we were able to catch something that I have asked in the past. Is it really what people are thinking it is? Is it a byproduct of something else? We still don't know what it is, but we experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
We all experienced it. And we captured it on camera, mic, and then the super sound stick microphone. And it sounds like a metallic door being shut.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had heard it at a further distance, maybe in a different part of the woods, I would have gone, oh, there must be like a road over there or something like that. We must be hearing that. But we all know where it came from, 20, 25 feet in front of us, a very tightly packed little copse of trees that you would have difficult moving through on foot, let alone getting something this sizable and metallic back in there to do something with.
Yeah.
So I will tell you this, though, that we don't know whether it's just the fact that we are all familiar with the lore surrounding this, or if it was something like more primal, but the urge to get the hell out of there was like instantaneous.
Right.
And it was weird. Afterwards, I'm just like, gosh, I mean,
there was like a moment of silence, and then we all just went, okay, it's time to go.
Okay, it's gone. We're gone.
We're out.
And we hightailed it the hell out of that area. And then later on, we were like, oh my God, I hope we caught it. I hope we caught it. I hope we caught it. But there was like an unspoken consensus. And generally, when the three of us together, we don't agree on anything. There's always at least one person going, I don't know about that. This was unanimous, and it was very quick. Now, again, I'm willing to say that maybe it's just because we know the lore behind these things or these sounds. And maybe that's what, but this was like instinctive to like get the hell out of Dodge with it at this point. West Virginia Bigfoot Project, welcome back to the membership. Thank you so much.
I was pretty happy with my Robin Hood Men in Tights reference.
That is pretty good, man. So yeah, that is pretty good. Matt Axman, Happy New Year. Thank you so much.
Happy New Year, Matt Axman.
Happy New Year.
My dude.
So we've heard it. So where do you go to?
Has anybody seen Moondog lately?
I don't know if anybody's seen. We ought to reach out to Moondog. We got his contact info.
All right, so we got a lot of stuff marked.
I'll start going through it. But anyway, so I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. But we talked about that a few times on this show before. And again, my prevailing theory was the Frey effect, electromagnetic stimulation, of the auditory portions of your brain. And you're hallucinating a sound, basically. And that's not what happened, at least in this instance. And when I heard it, I'm just going, man, it's kind of
There's
wild.
Moondog. He's in here.
Moondog's in here.
Speak
Okay.
of the devil.
Speak of El Diablo.
Sorry. I got excited. Moondog.
Our man, Marcus Aurelius, wants to know, could that metallic sound be a portal? We're going to talk about that in a bit. Booberry says, if you caught the audio and it sounds like a metal door closing, then it's real. It's real. And again, we'll dive into this in a minute after we kind of get off the chat, but it's real. It's real. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it. And was that what you got up from Moondog?
Yes. Because I just got into that point.
Seemed the metal sound hadn't been caught before. That's incredible. I don't know if it's been caught because I've asked before if anybody knows if there's been.
Somebody might have it.
Somebody
somewhere.
might have it. I don't know. I just haven't ever heard.
Yeah, that might be.
And I'll tell you right now, it sounds like a metal door shutting. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a metal door shutting. I could see someone who maybe wasn't aware of the situation and everything like that, just kind of brushing it off. But with us, it's right there and we're looking right there. It's nighttime, obviously, but it's a densely packed cluster of trees and we're going, there's just nothing there but trees. And you couldn't get something in there, something this sizable to make that sound. So where do we go to from here? Well, we've got some stuff kind of in the works to try to like explore this a little bit more. But we heard it very shortly after. I can't say immediately afterwards because there was a few seconds or like a minute or two, but we heard it after these tree knocks, these rapid fire, like drumming tree knocks. And we got those. You'll hear me go. Somebody goes, what is that? And I go, it's multiple quick tree knocks from a couple of different directions right here. It sounded like it was like at least 3 different directions. They all started simultaneously and they all ended simultaneously. Never heard anything like that before ourselves. I've never even really, a couple people, when I asked in our Discord if they were familiar with it, Mecca had mentioned they had heard about that in the UR.
Yeah.
But we've never experienced anything like that before. And I can't really come up with a plausible explanation unless there's like some very large telepathic nocturnal woodpeckers out there. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't even have a woodpecker.
Nocturnal woodpeckers.
It didn't even have that sharp kind of woodpecker
We've run
sound.
into a couple of those.
These were percussive. It was like two objects hitting together. There was a percussion.
You can't derail me with nocturnal woodpeckers and not expect
I've brought out the old nocturnal woodpecker derailment again.
The chat has exploded, by the way.
Okay.
They've lost their minds. Everybody's
so it's we've got it. We got it on there.
We got the knocks. We got
it's
vocalizations.
Yeah, and you know what? And here's the deal. It's just like the entire time, because I did a little brushing up on the online lore for this stuff before, and people have tried to explain this stuff away with mundane explanations before. Some of them involving Bigfoot. My favorite one that I've always mentioned on here, somebody just goes, that's just a tin roof that has been torn off an old shack by a tornado and deposited in the woods, and the Bigfoot uses it to do whatever. I'm going to say, at least in this case, as crazy as that is, no, there's not a Bigfoot with a tin metal roof in this tiny cluster of trees. I don't understand what it... And people are going to go, what is it? What is it? I have no clue. And I can't even really, if you put a gun to my head, say that the fear and the desire to get the hell out of the area we felt was anything like paranormal. It might just be that we are all familiar with what goes along with that sound and instinctively just when we wanted to get out. Generally, the 3 of us are not adverse to risk. If you've watched the show, we're willing to take a certain amount of risk.
You know that we're all mentally very unstable.
So and then when the 3 of us get together, that instability is kind of compounded. Yeah. And we got the hell out. And people can go, oh, you should have gone in there. You should have gone in there. And you know what? Maybe we should have. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? We didn't. And guess what? If I hear it again, I don't know if I'll go in there then either. That's at that point, you're messing with stuff that's like beyond trying to catch Bigfoot in like 4K high definition video, you know, or trying to catch good audio and all of that.
Yeah. Everybody's so jazzed. I love it. I'm so stoked too, man. This is gonna be so cool. I'm so stoked for you all to see it. I'm so excited.
Pork chop, I'm with Joseph. I think something is not making the sound, but it's making your brain think you heard the sound. Then the nervous feeling to get out there is almost like an EMF fear response. That might be some of it. I still think that's some of it, but what we caught, we heard, and we caught on 2 different microphones. So that was an actual sound wave traveling through the air, the medium of the air. But here's the deal. Maybe there was something. We didn't have our like weird little sensor tech with us, buddy. Mm-hmm. maybe there was something, if we had, maybe some of that would have like pegged out and spiked at that point.
Because you don't know when any of this is like, this happens instantaneous when you least expect it. You can't have everything out, and we're trying to film what we're doing. We're trying to record audio. Joe is really, I have to toot Joe's horn right now. Toodaloot. Joe has done such a good job here. He is evolving the equipment and the setup constantly. He's constantly improving on it. I'm super proud of him. I'm so proud of him and what he's done, because we're miles ahead of where we were 6 months ago with audio and video, captures. It's amazing.
Oh, it's good to get some positive feedback there. Yeah. At one point, I'm tearing my hair out, fighting all of this equipment. And MK and Jesse are dancing, laughing, going, "Oh, look at us. We're dancing while Joe's working so hard."
We're trying to make you laugh, Joseph.
Yeah,
We're trying to, what?
My hair was pitch black when I started doing Hellbent Holler. If you guys remember that, just a few short years ago.
Praising you.
I know.
I was in the middle of praising you, and you just decided to step all over it. So there you go. That's all you're going to get.
So anyway, so whatever this was,
clip that.
There might have been something for that fear response. Now, again, we didn't run out screaming. We didn't like pee ourselves. We didn't do anything like that. But the reason why I brought up the gunfire is we're going, and MK's going, well, if you hear the bullet snap past you, that's what whiz past you. And I'm going, all right, let's keep Jesse between us. Let's get up here. Let's try to use these trees. We're willing to deal with that. But as soon as we heard that metallic door sound, we got the hell out. And if MK is still in the chat, he can chime in with any of this.
Crap, this is cool. Booberry says that could be the warning knocks to hit the portal and escape. Bananas.
So in this area.
Hold on. Booberry, today's the day. You get this, sir. Oh,
I'm not very prepared for this here.
Not at all. What has happened here?
What is going on here?
It was a whisper. Oh, this show's falling apart.
What?
Yeah, boy. Next.
Anyway. Grizz, thank you for helping out. We appreciate you. But in this area, let me weave a little narrative here for you. Let me weave a little tale, like a thought experiment.
A tapestry.
A tapestry of just possibilities here for you.
Tapestry of possibilities.
In this area, there is a campsite that we think that whatever is out there is coming up and kind of observing people. You've always heard that thing about how Bigfoot will treat people almost as entertainment, look in their windows at night, come up to their campsites and all of that.
I have a term that I've come up with.
What is that?
Human theater.
Human theater. It's the theater of humanity. They're watching people either to see what we're up to or because they're amused by it. And we possibly experienced that camping up there. When we heard the vocalizations and the gunfire, I'm going, if that's what's happening here, it wouldn't make sense that they were only doing it to campers. They're probably doing it to some of the people that live on private property surrounding the national forest or jutting into the national forest there at that point. And I'm like, what I just heard is it sounded like something may have gotten a little too close to one of these farmhouses out here, and the residents got a little upset and opened fire. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult in that area to get anybody who lives there to talk to you about Bigfoot. It's like and it's weird because we've heard that before. And a lot of times it's just that they don't want to entertain dumbass questions, In this, people just don't want to talk to you. And it's odd you're around a national forest, a very rural area, and you don't see a lot of the Bigfoot tchotchke stuff that you see in other areas.
Even in the Uwharries, you have a bar up there. It's the Bigfoot Bar and Grill. That, by the way, if you go to the Uwharries, fantastic pizza at the Bigfoot Bar and Grill. But they have that up there, and in people's yards, you'll see the Bigfoot cutouts. You'll see just Bigfoot stuff. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek little thing, and it's kind of a goof.
You don't see that around this part.
Not at all.
Not at all. And I just went, I think we have just, and here's the deal. If you live there, you're going to understand that these things are coming up, messing around. We realized being at this campground that a lot of times when people are camping, they're not paying attention. Okay. They're just not. They're not watching. They're not listening. They're out there recreation. They're doing recreating. They're maybe drinking around the campfire or whatever. But I'm like, if that's what's going on here, if that is what's going on here, and there are Sasquatch or Sasquatch-like creatures in these woods, and they are treating people like theater sometimes, which you've heard other people talk about before, well, it would stand to reason that some people wouldn't want these things around them. And I think that's what we heard. And then how does that tie into the rapid drumming tree knocking sounds? I don't know. How does that tie into the metallic door sound? I don't know. I just don't know. I had a weird moment when we were hiking out after this, immediately after this. And you probably got it on, because I said it out loud and you guys didn't hear me. I'm sure the microphone picked me up. We had just left MK by himself in the Laughing Beast area with a microphone to see if he could pick anything up. It didn't work. We didn't get anything, but we were getting
the panic signal.
The panic signal over our walkie. He didn't get it over his walkie. So if it had been some sort of weird interference, both walkies would have picked it up. Only our walkie picked it up. And we had a camera on him. So we were filming it the whole time and no sound came out of that. So it's not interference. And I said, whatever's down here was never going to let this work. It's always a step ahead of us. It always knows what we're going to do before we do it. Sometimes it likes showing itself a little bit. Other times it doesn't play along and it just doesn't do whatever. Talking about whatever's going on in the Laughing Beast area. After we heard that metallic door slam shut and we're hiking out, I had a moment. Jesse and MK are both ahead of me. I'm behind in the camera. And I say something to the effect of, it followed you, MK. It followed you. Is it two different things going on?
You told him that, and I think you made him feel bad because he brought this upon us.
You brought this upon us, damn you. Our buddy Miranda, Happy New Year, Miranda.
Happy New Year, Miranda.
And then Whiskey with Cryptids, our man.
What's up, Whiskey?
Happy New Year's. Rejoined the membership, previous member. So, Sabaholic, whatever.
Sob, it's a car, Joseph.
Sabaholic.
Sabaholic.
You're the only other people I've heard of that heard the wood knocks like that. The ones I heard sounded like two machine guns. It's kind of.
He was talking about this earlier. He's mentioned this in the chat. I highlighted this particular one. This is the most recent one, but he was talking about this earlier in the chat tonight on here. That is what he heard. It sounded like rapid fire machine gun. It was just going. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying that he's the only person that he's ever talked to that has ever heard that. So that's interesting that we have a data point here.
We got that on audio too. We've got it. So we've got all.
Yeah, I sent that to the boys today.
When
I got that isolated.
Bruce says, surprised Jesse didn't run towards the metal sound.
Yeah. Well, no.
Nobody had an instinct to do that. Everybody just immediately went, we need to get out of here, you know.
Which is crazy because like the burning light, I was like, let's go to it. But
totally different reaction. All of us had like a visceral, instinctive reaction, it seemed like, to get the hell out of Dodge. And I don't know, man. I just don't know if trying to reflect upon it. Again, we didn't like urinate on ourselves and then run out screaming. It was just a
Speak
immediate.
For yourself.
Speak for yourself. It was just an immediate, we need to get the hell out of here. We need to get the hell out of here now. And we just got up and left very quickly. You know what I'm saying? We were going through the woods. I'm trying to navigate us on the GPS to try to get us back. We wanted to get a road, like an old forest road or something like that around, you know, where we could get at and have a little bit of visibility around us at that point. Our buddy EDP. There's an OG right there. EDP.
Yeah, we've had EDP for around.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's been a really good one. I hope everyone has another good one. Love you guys.
This has been a journey.
This has been a crazy.
Because I tell you what, like, yeah, some of you folks have been with us for years. Like we've known you guys for years at this point. I hate to get sappy here at the end of the year.
Get sappy.
We've really built a cool community here, you know, and I feel like we've all kind of been just adrift on the wind. And I look forward to, you know, hanging out with you guys. And I look forward to talking to everybody on the Discord and everything. And I'm just really thankful that you guys have come into my life and you guys are just as excited and insane as we are. It makes you feel a lot less alone floating through space on this.
And we've got such an awesome community in the fact that it's not, because I'll sometimes go into other like online community chats and everything.
No.
Just to see what's up. And like ours is like such a weird collection of individuals. And what's crazy is that
every pantheon.
Yeah, everybody's got such what it's when they call it our larger than life channel members.
Larger than life, like characters.
Yeah, something? Exactly. So they
I was like, yeah.
A lot of the people that are get up like onto this like with this channel are like, and what's crazy is that it's such a good group of people, and not everybody agrees with each other. Not everybody agrees with me. I mean, tell Jesse and I don't agree on a lot of this stuff.
We don't agree on anything.
But we'll like float like theories out, and people will disagree with them. But it's like it's such respectful debate. Love it, man. I love it. And it's gotten to the point now where we'll get on our Discord and just put something out. Hey, what does anybody think about this? And then everybody will just kind of go into it. But it's the sort of community you could just dream about in the paranormal and cryptid world. And it's great. We've got such a weird hive mind of people that it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? We got the best mom in the business, Lady Wolf, who's feeling a little under weather tonight. And when she watches this later, we're thinking about you. Hope you
definitely send out some good vibes for Lady Wolf.
This flu bug's been like bananas.
Oh, everybody's getting it, man.
Our buddy Michael Tovar. Thank you, Jesse and Joe. Can't wait to see your research in 2026. Happy New Year. Thank you, my man. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Michael.
We appreciate you. But it is, man, there's another OG right here. I'm telling you. The PCX, the Port Chalk Express. Thank you, my man. Another one of our big holler ballers.
MK asked if, oh, thank you. Shug? Would you say it's Shug?
Is that Suji?
Is that Suji? That's Suji.
We don't see the user handles. We see these weird little tags. Yeah. I think that's Suji.
Yeah, I think that is Suji.
Because usually we just see the Suji, but I think that's onward to the truth in 2026.
MK asked, thank you. I think that is Suji. Can I say what I was doing when the knock started? Yeah, you can say that. I just don't want every detail. I just don't want described in detail every detail of.
I understand, but we needed some context.
My project
for the people. Here. For the people.
Because we can say MK actually climbed inside the structure.
Well, that's not when the knock started, though. Was that right up? That was when the knock started. Yeah, you're right.
I literally sent you the video today.
We had a structure. Wait, did you send me that one?
He's in there having a disco. Remember?
That's right.
The red light disco.
We found a structure that looks.
You referred to it earlier. Oh God, I gotta get a censor button somewhere in here. You referred to it earlier as a structure. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, we're eating cob while we're doing this whole thing. You referred to it earlier as a structure, a blind, a nest.
It's weird. I've never seen anything like it, and it's not natural.
We put MK inside of it in the middle of the night with some red lights because I wanted to see what it looked like with light coming through it.
Light penetrated it.
How light penetrated it. And of course, he's in there when all hell breaks loose. And of course, first thing he's like, I'm getting out of here.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm out.
So I don't know. And you know what's weird is that you hear about this so often. You hear about it. The one that you always hear about it with is the Tom Mezek case, which is one of the missing 411 cases. And I know missing 411 is controversial nowadays, but the Tom Mezek case, and somebody was giving me some interesting detail. I don't even know if I talked to you about that. It might have been Pork Chop that was telling me. Was it you, Pork Chop, that was telling me some mundane explanations possibly for the Tom Mezek case? But regardless, at face value, there's that metallic door sound that goes along with the Tom Mezek disappearance. An older gentleman, very familiar in the woods, a survival instructor, a veteran, and he just went missing from his hunting party. They couldn't find him. Not very mobile, so he couldn't have walked very far. They never found any of his stuff, like a firearm, boots, anything like that. He just disappeared off the face of the planet. So you hear about that with the metallic door sound. There's another one that's always stayed with me, and it was on. I did a quick little search before we hopped on here, and I couldn't find it. It's out there somewhere on the internet because it's been mentioned a few times. That it was on like an outdoors forum of some type. Might have been a hunting forum. I can't remember. But like a message board. And this guy basically said that he was out hiking, and it started to get a little misty where he was at. And then all of a sudden it looked like he said that his vision distorted as if he had put on the wrong prescription glasses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, he didn't know where he was, but there was a metallic sound in the air.
Yeah.
And he stood there looking around, and then he heard very softly from behind him somebody or something say, "Gotcha," as if they were speaking to themselves. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And he starts to move, and there's a very long arm, a hairy arm, with a hand with the thumb placed up higher on the hand, almost parallel with the fingers. And he said that they had white, it was like dark and hairy, but it had white fingernails that were almost spade shaped. Okay.
That's very specific.
And he managed to like kind of break free and then get out. And then all of a sudden he was back in his own world, dimension, whatever. But it's almost like an interdimensional, like trap door that something has like weaponized to maybe get prey. Now we didn't have that. We didn't do anything like that. All we had was like a very strong like urge to get out of to unask the area. That's the one story as far as the metallic sound stuff that always stuck with me, even more than the Tom Mezek case, is that gotcha. Almost as if something had laid a trap and had been just waiting patiently. And then something stumbled into it. So, Suchi got gifted 5 memberships. Hopefully they don't go to D-bags.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
We've got an interesting character in the chat right now. We've got Mr. Sanchez Habanero. He goes, Sasquatches are lowly beasts from a lesser version of our species. They can't interbreed with us.
I've confirmed.
And you don't really want to know what I know. I don't think I do.
I think we'll just leave it at the can't interbreed with us.
I've confirmed.
And then we'll go.
Oops, sorry. Go on with yours.
Go from there. Oh, Henry, what's up, my man? Keep up the great work. Happy New Year to you, Henry. Happy New Year. So, I don't know. So where do you go to from there? We've experienced it. We know it's real now. That's always been kind of a theoretical thing to us. We don't know if it's tied into the other activity that was going on, if it's related somehow, if it was completely separate. Maybe it tied into the earlier weird experience we had in a different part of that national forest with the Laughing Beast area. We don't know, but it is confirmed for us, at least, that this phenomenon is real. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it does. And I don't even know if we would have been in danger if we had stayed there. Maybe our imaginations got the best of us. Or maybe our instincts knew something that our conscious minds didn't, and to get out of there was the right decision. But so now what we're looking at is we were out there geared up for like a night investigation, for a series of night investigations with our mobile stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we're going to do is now is the time to, once we get this doc kind of on the way, is to do some more long-term stuff out there.
Yeah.
Some long duration audio recording, take some like instrumentation like out there and get some readings on the area. I really wish that I had been running like a tri-field meter, a good Geiger counter, spectrum analyzer, maybe a static detector, all of that.
But you can't have all of this stuff running and wandering through the woods.
I'm thinking about how to do that.
Oh, geez, Louise.
I'm thinking about how to do that in 2026. And I want to try to get something that measures very minute changes in barometric air pressure. Because and Marcus had asked this earlier.
Does that Kestrel do that? That doesn't.
Not like that.
Not like
what
that.
I need is I need a microbarograph is what I need.
Okay.
So put that on the shopping list. But we need to get in here because if it's one of the things people say is that it's the sound of a trap door, like a literal trap door in the ground opening up. Maybe so. I don't know. We haven't seen anything like that. Other people say it's a portal opening up.
Yeah.
Some people say it's something coming into our dimension and it's the displaced air, To me, it sounded like a physical, but I don't know. I don't know what, again, if you're dealing with something that's completely outside our understanding of reality, how do you know what it's supposed to sound like? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe it sounds similar. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But now we need to get out there and see if we hear it again. And if we hear it again, do we pick up any weird electromagnetic or radioactive type activity out there when we like find it at that point? So, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get some of that stuff going through the woods. Enzo asked, did you have any electronic anomalies after the door slam? No, nothing after the door slam, nothing at all. No battery drain, no equipment malfunction. And we were worried because real life intruded. We had to run back in, unload, and I had to go into the day job. You know what I'm saying? So Jesse was home going through the footage, and I'm like, please tell me that there's...
We were sick with worry that we didn't get any.
Because MK thought he heard hell sounds.
Yeah.
And it was distorted like interference when we listened to the recording. It's not there. And we were terrified that that's what was going to happen with this, but it didn't. We got it. And again, taking it of itself, if you were just to play it to somebody outside the community with no accompanying like data and you didn't have an understanding of the situation, they're just going to go, it's a metal door slamming. What's the big deal? You know? But given where we were in the woods, given the other associated activity, given our immediate response to it, and given the impossibility of it having like a mundane explanation from where it was coming from. This was 20 to 25 feet away. Okay. It wasn't like we heard it a couple hundred yards away and it could have been anything. There's nothing I can think of that would make that sound that could have been in that tight of a space with those trees in there at this point. So, but no electrical or equipment malfunctions immediately after that at all. Flashlights worked fine. GPS even worked fine because we used that to navigate quickly out of that area and cut basically through the forest and not backtrack. So, old Duke Tucker. Can't wait to watch this documentary. Glad y'all
Duke Tucker.
Duke, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Still love that name.
Colonel Mustard here. My ex-mother-in-law saw Bigfoot in Boonville, Arkansas. Said it was around 8 feet tall with bluish eyes and daylight, brown in color. I don't think the ones, at least in this area, are that big. I'm thinking if there's Bigfoot there, and that's what we're experiencing and other people are experiencing, I'm thinking it goes along with some of the southern tropes, 6.5 feet tall. I don't think you get those like 9 and 10 foot tall or even 8 foot tall like monstrosities like other parts of the country do. You know?
That is Suji, by the way.
That is Suji. Okay.
We're getting weird. Like usernames.
We're seeing like YouTube like handles, like
not handles. We're seeing the username, like
the username thing. So, a Reverend PC question, Jesse and Joe. Do y'all think the negativity and stress was from the investigation?
No. What do y'all think the negativity and stress was from? What was the stress from? Mostly MK, I'd say.
Oh yeah, it stressed the hell out of us, man. He's an insane person. No, it's part of it is we're exhausted, we're sick. We're barely getting any sleep. And you don't know if, those factors, but you've also got, think about this too. The George P. Hansen thing about the trickster. Oh no, it might have had something.
It's gonna cause turmoil. If you get too close, turmoil brews. You know what I'm saying?
Might have, but I mean, generally we don't usually get so like edgy with each other and like kind of like depressive because we were all just like, I mean, we hiked into that forest, that whole walk in, nobody said a word to each other. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of grunts at each other and everything like that. And then
I know I had to edit all that today and I was like, oh.
So it might have played into it. But again, that's the other thing too, is that these investigations and these phenomena don't exist in a vacuum.
No.
You're dealing with multiple levels and multiple different things going on, just like the feeling to get the hell out of Dodge. That might just be because we're all familiar with the negative connotations of that metallic door sound. Or maybe it hit us on an instinctive level, or maybe we were being hit with some sort of like, I don't know, something electromagnetic that stimulated a fear response.
So Stephen Taylor's asked this a couple of times.
Stephen Taylor.
I have tons of stuff marked. We're trying to get through as much as we can. But for Stephen Taylor, he gets the express lane. Did it sound like a metal door slamming or just latching shut? I think it was just one sound. It wasn't like a click, click.
No, you didn't hear like a, you heard a. I'll do it again. I mean, I'm no masters here. So,
we are going to
but
fight to the death.
so I don't know. And here's the deal. Are there different phenomena that
have that sound,
to it? And
them?
some of them are more negative than others. Was there a Bigfoot with a wedged in metal roof there and a mallet? And that's no, because that was not like something striking a tin roof sound. That was like a door slamming.
What kind of nonsense?
I don't know. I'm trying to poke holes in my own theories here. So
I did eat it. Somebody mentioned funny because I thought standard payments Vienna sausages. I did have a fireside barbecue Vienna sausage. I think it was one of the Rick Skinner barbecue Vienna sausages. Thank you, Rick. Shout out to Rick for the
JD asking about the electronics. Everything fine. Everything fine. No issues at all with that. No real issues at all. Immediately after that, everything functioned fine, except for us. We just wanted to get out at that point. Our buddy, not today. The metallic sound has a higher chance of being a vocalization of something with different biology than a portal. Songs on Earth and our atmosphere would sound like sheet metal and fine grit elsewhere. So, what else we got here? What else you got for the let's hop into. Gee, good Lord, the chat is going crazy.
I know. I'm
here.
trying.
I don't even know how to.
I'm trying. I've got some stuff marked on here. But
Eric says, I think the paranormal in general does that exact opposite of what you're afraid of, expected or otherwise want to. It's been my experience. The harder you look, the further it gets. I agree with you 100%, but I also, from our personal experience, it will dole out just enough breadcrumbs to keep you on the trail. Whatever is here, if it didn't want us to ever see it or hear it, we wouldn't. It's doling out just enough to keep us engaged to it. It's gaining something from this. It could be something as simple as entertainment. It could be the mental energy and effort we put on it feeds it somehow. I don't know. Maybe these things used to be the gods with little g's that our ancestors used to worship, and they don't get that worship anymore. Now they just get attention by messing with people, and that's what they feed off of. I don't know, but it does give you just enough. Again, we were, after leaving the Laughing Beast area and all getting snappy with each other, we were done, and I almost called it. I almost just went, I'm not doing this, And I'm the linchpin, because without me, there's no camera there. And without no camera, there's no documentary being done.
we don't get no tolls. We don't need no rolls.
Final
That's our second
veto power.
Robin Hood Men in Tights reference tonight.
So I
got my camera. Joe got me. By the way, Joe got me a camera for Christmas. It's a small action cam that is going to be the new Jessie cam. I know everybody likes Jessie cam when I have it. So I do have a new camera. I was bragging on you getting me a camera.
Yes, indeed.
You're a good man. I don't need you anymore. I got a camera.
Mr. Mustard also asked.
Mr. Mustard.
He goes, Seth on Small Town Monsters said your guys' battery and your truck died when you were with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Right after theirs did.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't watched that video out from Small Town
we
Monsters,
are exceptionally great in it. We
are. Yeah. But it's a really good watch. He goes to the with the site of the former Need More community. Joe and I are with them for some night investigation stuff, but it was a lot of fun doing it. It was a really great watch. All right.
So I don't know. A lot of people are just saying, could it have been a port? I have no clue. I have no earthly idea. We did not see anything visual along with it at that point.
No.
And again, it is weird that all three of us we're out of here. We're done. We need to get out now. We need to go. That was like instantaneous. I can't remember. What did somebody say? Metal door. We need to get out of here. We need to go. And everybody was just like, there wasn't any like, where at? No, let's go. It was just instantly, all three of us were like just unified in like a singular desire to just get the hell out of that area. So
that's for Bruce Beaver.
We need a metal door sound to do on the show at this point. So
Yeah.
Sploot just rolling up.
I got sirens, man scream. These are terrible sounds.
Yeah, these are not. What, you got a man scream?
Scream man.
Scream. Let's hear scream man. It's terrible. Don't ever play that again. Good Lord, man. A buddy with 40 in Tennessee, minor Appalachian gods relieving their own boredom is my favorite theory you've offered, Joe. Yep, it's, and again, we were even talking to MK about this. We've had in the past where Jesse and I have we've literally thrown equipment and just gone, I'm freaking done with this. We're just not doing this anymore.
I talked about this a little bit last night on the stream, but there have been, and we talked to MK about this because we're, MK, this is our second big project that he's on. But we're just kind of warning him if he wants to get into doing this all the time, that there is a serious level of frustration that comes along with it, stress and frustration. And we have had several instances where we've taken our equipment and just dropped it and we're done. We are done. We're getting a divorce. We're done with Bigfoot. Never want to talk about Bigfoot.
Closing the channel down.
Closing the channel
We're
down.
starting up an eBay account to sell all the equipment. We're done. We're done. We're done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not putting myself through this anymore. I'm going to have joy and pleasure and happiness in my life.
Brad Pitt and I are getting back together.
And if you fake that, nothing happens. But if you legit mean it and you're ready to quit, something will happen and it'll suck you right back in. It will suck you right back in, and you're now you're even more obsessive than anything else at that point. It's wackadoo. A couple quick things here that I had.
You didn't like that screen.
The general chat is really asking why we continue to allow Ristel in here. Surviving the Strange. Speaking of Christmas gifts.
It's a part of my parole, I think.
Grail check, Jesse. New rule for the channel is that no one contacts Jesse with, hey, this bougie outdoor company, go ahead and go get it.
Can I go get it?
This bougie, expensive outdoor company is having a sale right now. Nobody's ever allowed to do that again. It's just not happening. Not happening.
Okay. Surviving the Strange. You did this. All right, this isn't all the stuff, but for my birthday was on December 21st. Thank you for the happy belated birthdays that I will now receive. But Steven, Surviving the Strange, got in touch, told me about the sale that was going on for the Grail. So Joseph ordered me this cool sling bag that it goes in with little modular pouches. But Joe got me for my birthday a Grail, a titanium Grail.
That's a water purification
bottle. So this is a water purification bottle. It's amazing. It's top of the line water purification bottle. You put the water in here and then you press this inner part down and it just purifies water. I can get water from a nasty ass river and put it in here and just drink it. Isn't that amazing? My Grail check.
I'll check. WNC Buck. I'm assuming that's Western North Carolina Buck. I wish we could see people's YouTube handle names and not these.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Like Tear Dog's got all these numbers after his thing. I don't know. Have you ever experienced anything like a camera flash at night, kind of lightning illuminating the woods? Yeah, the one that always stands out in my mind is it seemed like it came from the ground up. And that's when we
got one on camera.
Yeah, we got it on camera. We left Jesse
we were just talking about this.
Left her as bait.
We were just talking about this video in the Discord today.
And she's in this clearing where weird stuff has happened. We got a camera on her. Were you blindfolded? You're blindfolded, weren't you?
I think my eyes were closed.
I think your eyes are closed.
I don't think we went.
Yeah, that's right. Because you were doing this with your eyes closed. You'd lean back.
I was trying to connect.
And there's a flash of light that seems to come out of the ground up. It was the weirdest freaking thing. Weirdest thing. But we got that on camera. So yeah, that has happened before. So Cynthia, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. So I don't know. So where do we go to from here? We know the phenomenon's real.
Yeah.
So now that's my other thing too, is that generally when people talk about this, there's not really any follow-up to it at all. Well, we are going to have some follow-up to it. We are going to try to get in, and we may never experience it in that area again. I don't know. But here's the deal. We know it's happened to that area at least once. You know?
I wanted to kind of touch on something.
Okay.
We're going back to the area for sure. We've been doing this for a couple of months. I guess, 2 months now?
Yeah.
Pretty solidly. We've been going out on these investigations for about 2 months in this area. And up until the last 2 outings and investigations, we have not really gotten any vocalizations or any audio of anything. And then it's like in the last couple weeks and the last couple of investigations, we finally got it. I got a thermal hit that was pretty nuts. But it's like almost, I have this theory that we start to get acquainted with it and it starts to get acquainted with us. And maybe we get a little more familiar with the area, and maybe things just start happening the more familiar we are with the area, and that it kind of starts to connect with us in a way.
Yeah.
Like it starts to feel comfortable showing itself to us.
It becomes more interactive after a while.
For
definitely.
sure. Absolutely. And I don't know if it's that we're now settling in and now we're more observant, or if it's finally just being more interactive.
Our buddy Stephen Taylor back in the memberships. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Taylor, the recipient of the first Hellbent Holler house call. The victim of the first Hellbent Holler house call.
We showed up at Stephen's house.
We showed up at Stephen's house unannounced. We threatened to do it, and he laughed and said, "Sure you will." So we stalked him down online and found his address and showed up. And his friend answered the door, and we're like, "Hi, Stephen Taylor here." And he goes, "Who are you guys?" And we were like, "We're from the internet. We're from literally people off the internet here to stalk him." So, all right.
Stephen's good looking. He's probably got a couple of
That's handsome man. You know what I'm saying?
Very
handsome man.
He's probably got a couple of stalkers.
Yeah.
They're
probably used to strange people just showing up at his house like all the time.
Stephen around.
So, all right, Mr. Alaskan. Have you had trouble sleeping since the night in the tent with the vampire dreams? Did we talk about this publicly? We did.
What, the vampire dreams?
The vampire dreams.
Yeah.
We had one of the first nights we were out there in this area where we were camping at. Jesse had a dream that raggedy people were coming out of the woods.
It was my mother.
Her mother and other people, but they were all raggedy and dirty and ripped clothes, were coming out trying to get her to come out of the tent and come into the woods. I had basically the same dream. This is where it's weird. It was Jesse's mother. Mine was Joe Perdue from Wild and Weird West Virginia was one of them. But they were just
and your grandmother. So it's
and
all
my grandmother trying to
get
the
matronly people of our lives.
Trying to get me to come out into the woods at this point. And it was just so weird. We have a hard time sleeping out there. But I will say this though, there's a lot of we were like Jesse, so we were having trouble catching vocalizations there. We were hearing stuff, but it was almost impossible to catch it because it would either be too distant or it would happen when there was a plane going overhead. And I found myself a lot laying there, afraid to go to sleep because I would miss something. So I don't know if that's what it was, just the paranormal FOMO that I was having, the fear of missing out, or what at that point. But we definitely had a hard time sleeping out there.
Bigfoot and Wild Boy said, I wonder if the dynamics of 3 people affected the fight or flight response as compared to if it was just Joe and Jesse.
I don't know, but what's weird is that all 3 of us have our different like trigger things. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of us have our different things that we were like when we heard that gunfire, I was okay with going back as soon as we had a plan to keep her like kind of safe and in between us. You know what I'm saying? We had no problem with that at all. And you'll see that on camera. We were literally just like, all right, let's do this. If we're going to stand and talk and palaver, let's take some cover behind these trees so we don't catch an errant bullet. Let's keep moving towards it, see what's going on, see if it is what it sounded like, which was somebody getting ticked off at something messing around their property and something vocalizing that it sounded like somebody was pushing, I hate to say Bigfoot, back away from their farm, but that's what it sounded like. No problem with that. But then when the door shut sound happened, that's when we got out. The gunfire was like sounded like 2 ARs. It was 2 semi-auto rifles and then a semi-automatic handgun. And it wasn't like, it's nighttime, it's dark. It sounded like people popping off rounds at something that, ticked it off at that point. So, all right. See what else we got here. I'm just going to go through the chat.
I'm looking. I'm sorry. I've got tons. We have so much stuff started, and I'm trying to catch up. You guys have been just going crazy.
I'm going back through.
You can go earlier if you want.
Yeah, we go back through.
I got some really good stuff marked if you want to check that. If there's something that you didn't get, and you can always unmark things that we've already covered.
I'm not doing that.
I ain't doing all that.
It's too much work.
I'm sorry.
Too much work.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'm super just trying to catch up here. Oh, I see what you did. You were going from the beginning. You were going from the end.
Bruce Beaver says that Ron Moore had described that sound happening I'm assuming the metallic sound several times during the Sierra sounds. I don't believe he got it if that was the case, because I've heard the Sierra sounds, different variations of what people have done. And I don't recall ever hearing that. Goshawk wants to know if we're going back there to check it out. Definitely. Mm-hmm. I am right now trying to figure out how I can run some sensor tech on the go simultaneously together in that area and have it so we can like move around and stay mobile. I'm kind of like working on an idea right now that we'll hopefully be able to unveil.
I got to tell you, the audience loves Scream Man.
Give him Scream Man one more time.
The audience is really here for Scream Man.
Give Scream Man one more time. What are you going to use that for?
Joy. Pure unadulterated joy. It's so good. It's so good.
Terry McCullough, not relating it to Bigfoot, but what I heard sounded like a metal oil barrel being slammed by a hammer from the woods across my house. Bigfoot researchers have been talking about hearing this stuff for like years. And then, like I said, all the crazy theories that come up. And maybe it has nothing to do with Bigfoot at all. Maybe it's an unassociated weird phenomenon that happens in the woods in areas where we believe Bigfoot is. And maybe it has nothing to do with them at all. That's like if you're a bird watcher and you're going to an area to try to see some particular bird. And
you said bird watcher like almost like it was a derogatory. Like you're a bird watcher.
Bird watcher. What is that? Blood Meridian quote.
Oh gosh, we were talking about Blood Meridian the other day.
The freedom of birds is an insult to me. I'd have them all in zoos. So anyway, but maybe, I mean, you're a bird watcher, you got to watch some birds and you hear frogs. Well, you're out there looking for birds, but you're hearing frogs. They don't have anything to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like that. It's a terrible analogy. I need to do better. Sorry.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
I want to apologize to everybody here for that bad analogy.
Yeah.
So
you should probably. Jeez Louise.
Amy Blue, I don't know if I did this earlier, but if not, if so, we'll revisit it. You had the overwhelming flight response when you heard the metallic sound. In other words, every fiber in your body said, get the hell out of here. Do not go investigate. Everything just said, we need to go now. Again, we didn't run screaming. And it's a door slamming shut sound. It didn't have it had like a duller sound to it.
Yeah. Very
weird. You know what I'm saying? If I had heard it not in the woods, I would have thought that was like a big, just door slamming shut. What's something that's got a big door? A big, heavy, not like a bank vault door. Like space shuttle have big doors. Does anybody know how big this?
A meat wagon.
A meat wagon door. That's a good one. Meat wagon.
They still got meat wagons. That's what they called you back in college.
the meat wagon. Old Joe, the meat wagon. Yeah. So
you hear that noise? That's the meat wagon coming down the road. What else has big door? I don't know. A big freezer.
Yeah, but
a dumpster.
Yeah.
A hearse.
Mr. Booberry says we need to replicate the fast tree knocking. I don't know if I could replicate that fast tree knocking. I don't know if I could do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Neil Peart out there, drummer for a little band called Rush.
Although I know I bring this guy up all the time. It reminds me of our drummer guy who was out there in the snow drumming. There's that video on YouTube of that guy. I think he's passed away now.
He just passed away. Jeremiah.
But that guy was so beyond cool.
What was his name? Henry Franzoni. Okay. We got this here, Cornbread Corner. Hey guys, watching older videos earlier talking about Panther Town. What was the title of that video? There is no video for Panther Town. Panther Town is what started Hellbent Holler. We were out there and had weird stuff happen, but we didn't have any equipment to record it. And when we left Panther Town, we were at kind of a crossroads to decide never to go back into the woods again or try to like document it to prove that this stuff was happening. So Panther Town was like what started Hellbent Holler, but we didn't have anything to record or cameras. After Panther Town, we ordered our little Chinese knockoff generic used night vision camcorder off of Amazon, I think for like $50. So
when you drop that comment, you've been promoted.
What comment?
You've been promoted.
Quartz Daddy.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
No longer Quartz Hoaxer. I'm now Quartz Daddy. All right.
Kim Credible Life. Kim Credible. That's a cool name. All right. Kim Credible. We're leaving for the Pisgah Forest tomorrow to camp for a few days. Anything we should look for specifically? Joe and I were in a bear sanctuary in the Pisgah National Forest a few years ago. And I'm from Western North Carolina in Haywood County. And we were up on the Haywood County side of the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out there and we went on this trail and it was kind of, it was dusk, wasn't it? It was
Mm-hmm.
dusk into dark. And we saw something that looked like in the Predator movies when it goes.
The shimmering,
the
like
shimmer
Predator thing. Here's what it looked like to me, though, when I was looking at it, because we're standing there just staring at it, and it's raining. We got all of our camera equipment like packed away. We're getting rained on. We're trying to like move up and hopefully wait for the rain to go out and do like a night investigation.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody had taken saran wrap, a big sheet of saran wrap, and cut the outline of like a person out and put it in the trees, and the raindrops.
And yeah, the
were
rain was hitting it and kind of sliding down.
That's the only reason you could see it.
That freaked me. That was one of the freakiest things we've ever seen.
And we just stood there and watched it.
I don't think we had cameras to film it at that time.
We had like GoPros, like those knockoff GoPros.
Oh yeah,
but we
weren't
saw
getting nothing on those.
But we didn't have them out because they weren't waterproof.
Yeah.
And we're like looking at it, and we like very cautiously move up to it. And I'm thinking, all right, it's gonna be like a big spider web. It's gonna be something, or maybe it is some like translucent plastic that's like, the wind is blown up there somehow. Yeah. Couldn't find anything that matched up with it. So if you're up there, go to the bear sanctuary. I legally have I am not at fault if you were eaten by a bear. I want to publicly say that, or by a shimmering, invisible, translucent.
Is that your disclaimer?
Predator. That is my disclaimer. It's my standard disclaimer.
Should I make a disclaimer
that I give people just throughout the course of my day? All right, let's see what else.
If you're eaten by a bear, I didn't do it. That's Joe.
Oh, well, bug.
We're in the last 10 minutes of the show.
The last 10 minutes.
Last call, everybody. Because I'm starving.
Yeah, we need to get some food in us.
We gotta get some food. We gotta get some NyQuil in us too, because we have got to beat this. Booberry asked if you told Joe Perdue about your dream.
Told him about it as soon as we got back. I messaged him and he was just, hold on.
He was delighted.
Joe Perdue said.
He was delighted.
Here, entertain the fine folks while I pull this up here real quick. I sent him a 3-minute and 9-second voicemail, and Joe Perdue responded with, "Holy S, lol, but it's nice to be in such great company, lol." So there we go. Yeah, I messaged him as soon as we got back going. You are not going to believe the wackiness that you were involved with in my head. So,
I guess he didn't know how to. Everybody, Stormy Starless C loves Scream Man.
Give Scream Man one more time.
This is the last Scream Man, because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh God, those Hellbent Holler people! All they do is play gongs and Scream Man and Good
God Almighty!
Scream Man.
Good God.
I think that's the new mascot. Scream Man.
Scream Man. So, Lord.
My goodness.
So anyway, we are getting ready to wrap it up.
Which is worse? Oh, we're doing a poll now. Which is worse?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Which is worse, Scream Man or Joe trying to do a Bigfoot call?
That was the worst Bigfoot call.
Go ahead with yours. It's probably serious.
Metal sound. I'd be curious if there's any electrical, static, magnetic discharges that sound similar, like Tesla coil snaps. This sounded, like I said, again, if I had been in like the middle of a town or something like that, I just would have thought it was like a big door, like around the corner or something like that, slamming shut. And that's how most people have described it, you know? But given the circumstances, the proximity where we were, and the fact that we were all looking where the sound came from, and we're going, there's nothing in there that should give this, you couldn't fit something back in there. I don't know, but it is going to be interesting to see if we pick up any strange kind of.
Did you see Smog's super chat to feed MK?
No, it isn't.
You have to keep MK fed if you're going to use him as bait, or I mean, extra camera guy.
Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
We got. It doesn't say his name on this, but you know that icon. It's Dead End Yard Hunt.
Dead End.
Dead End Yard Hunt. Howdy.
I think we are moved into the room where the studio is and where we're going to build it out. It's still obviously just a freaking wall back here that I need to do something with. When we build it out, I think I want to put shelves behind us, and I want to put Dead End Yard Hunt's dog woman mask up there, and just kind of put those shelves behind us and put that stuff behind us. I think that would be ruckus. Put it on display.
All right, so let's see what else we got here. We're wrapping it up here in a minute, folks. What you got coming out soon is going to be Jesse is going to be hard at work going through and working on this doc. You might see some solo outings from me because we are into a very liminal time of the year, the end of the year, going into a new year. These next few weeks actually just gonna be very liminal, very kind of in between the normal times. So you might see some solo stuff from me. I
am in the editing cave on this, and then I'm excited about this. I know we've really ram jammed today about it and talked about a lot today. I'm excited for you guys to see what we got, what we discovered, because this is I've never heard of anything. Well, there's been a couple things out of this area, but it was cool to go down and just go somewhere that doesn't have a crazy history or a pedigree or lore like the LBL does. I know everybody wants us to go back to the LBL. We're going to go back to the LBL. But it was just kind of cool to go into an area that we didn't have a lot of foreknowledge about. We weren't tainted on.
No preconceived notions.
We went in and we just started uncovering stuff. And I think we're going to continue to dig into this because just this short period of time, we've been going out there for 2 months and doing several days stretches out there. But I think we're going to keep it up because when you guys see the doc, when you guys see the final film, you're going to be like, okay, this place is pretty freaking wild. So
it's bananas. Say, Enzo had another good one. Do you think the fast tree knocking could have been an attempt to replicate the gunfire? And I'm going to say this real quick too.
I think
MK says that right afterwards, that he thought that it was like an attempt. And I went, to me, it was a signal of some sort. And I've got a couple of theories as to what that might have been. Which one of us is right? I have no clue. I always talk about how the wood knocking, these popping sounds that people hear that we've heard, that sometimes I don't think it sounds like wood on wood, like somebody banging on the side of a tree or a log with a stick. Sometimes it sounds more like a percussive pop. This sounded like sticks banging on like a downed log or something like this. This sounded like wood on wood. So,
and there is a echoey.
Yeah, well, a percussive.
It has there was some strength behind it.
Yeah, and it was fast, very fast. Ristle is still here, of course. Our buddy Ristle, we just kid. Ristle is like the defender of Hellbent Holler when he's on like these online discussions. We love him. He's like our gladiator. Wishing all a happy and safe new year.
Our champion.
Our champion. Along with our buddy Crypto Castleberry, another one of the OGs, Ristle and Crystal Castleberry, both been with us.
Crystal.
Ristle and Crystal, yeah.
Crypto
There we go. Our buddy Bonnie Blue. I'm throwing L's into everything here. Bonnie Blue McGee. Happy New Year's to all the Hellbenders. Love this community. Cornbread had asked, did you guys ever thought about mounting a GoPro facing backwards on your rigs? You can see what's behind you. It doesn't work as well as what a lot of people think. Scott Carpenter had originally kind of pioneered that, and he was usually on like trails in the Smoky Mountain National Park. And when you're on like kind of a trail and it's kind of open and everything like that, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
When you're darting around like crazy people like us in the woods.
Trying to catch me.
The footage is, even with good stabilization, it's way blurry. With action cams, the batteries don't last that long. So you're either going to run it on the internal battery, get sidetracked, it's going to die, or you're going to run on an external power.
Yeah.
And you can't see it. And the power cable is going to get yanked out by we do a lot of stuff just off trail. We're not really on trails. We do spend some time on old roads, old forest roads and everything like that. But we do a lot of our stuff at night. Occasionally, very occasionally, I'll go, this is one of the areas that a back facing cam would work on. But they just don't work as well for our brand of craziness as far as like what we do at this point.
Everybody gets goofy at the end of the show. I'm going to just say that.
Yep. Duke. Screaming Man reminds me of the Screaming Goat. Thank you for
Bruce
that, my friend.
Beaver says, thank you for that super chat, my man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Duke Tucker. Bruce Beaver goes, lowercase gods versus Scream Man in a cage match. Everybody really likes Scream Man. Scream Man, I think, he's in it. I think we're going to keep Scream Man.
Suji, Happy New Year to all the Hellbenders. Another one of our OGs.
Thank you for Suji for giving out them memberships, like they're going out of style.
Hope they didn't go to any
douchebags.
Anyway,
you're so on that.
We had an instance where somebody who we think got gifted a membership got onto one of our members' videos and was trying to claim that we were hoaxing quartz stuff. And we like talked about it afterwards, and we're like, is this possibly just like somebody misinterpreted something? Because we don't spell everything out for members because we assume that members are involved in all the behind the scenes stuff and like they see everything. And we were just like, we're not going to start doing that. We're not going to start like going, and now I am going to do this. So the members videos are kind of going to be just kind of presented as is still. But anyway, hope none of the D-bags get it.
Three murder slugs in a trench coat.
So
I feel bad for people who just come into the show.
And immediately, just especially towards the end. Our buddy Rick Skinner, Happy New Year, funds for skulls, potion bottles, and books for the new shelves. Thank you, my man. So and Alan is that's all right. So now that I see your icon there, because your icon is very tiny. It's Alan. You two swap my name. They're doing that with everybody.
I don't know. Matt Axeman's a little
Matt
cooler.
Axeman's pretty cool, Alan.
It's a little
I'm telling
cool.
you.
I don't know.
Another one of our OGs though. So anyway, I might end up doing like a solo thing. Jesse's got to work all through the holiday. I mean, I got to work too, but I'll be home at night. Jesse's pulling some long shifts over the holidays.
Now, we did have a knife check call.
We did have a knife check call.
Like a lot of them.
This was my Christmas present from Jesse. It was phenomenal.
Joseph, show your little.
Wanting one of these for a while.
Take her out, baby.
I'm going to. It's RMJ Tactical.
Look at that blue.
Jungle Combat.
Matches somebody's hair.
With blue hardware. It's like my favorite knife I think I've ever owned. It's amazing.
Like it?
I like it a lot.
I was really stressing about that.
Yeah, no, it's great. Nice. It's a good size. It's pretty damn cool. I love Bowies. So that is it. I got an RMJ.
Well, I love
Tactical Jungle Combat.
And I think it suits you very well.
I think it does suit me. Thank you. What do you carry? What are you packing today?
We got MK a knife for Christmas. And we told MK the origin story of why originally we bought one of those knives. And this is mine. Joe got me, this is a polished Espada. It's a cold steel, medium polished Espada. And Joe got me this knife when we first kind of started seeing each other before we started really dating. So this knife holds a very special place in my heart. But for Christmas, we got MK a large tactical
Version of
Espada.
those, yeah.
And it has G10 handles, but this is like the fancy version. But we got him one of those. So now he's in the Espada gang with us.
Somebody wants some grown-ass man coffee mugs.
I wrote that down. I know. I've got to do a merch update. I will do some merch update coming into the new year. I'm in the editing cave pretty hardcore I've got to work through New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and everything. I've got some crazy shifts for that on the regular job. But other than that, I am going to be in the editing cave getting this documentary put together so that you fine people can see that. And see all this crazy stuff we've talked about today.
So you guys might see me. I don't think you'll see me New Year's Eve, but I'm going to be sitting home alone.
I don't see you like going out
tomorrow New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
You're not going out in the woods on New Year's Eve.
No, I'm not going out on the woods, but I might jump on like New Year's Eve live for a while, just in case anybody else is stuck home.
Live it up.
And just get I might do that. So
I'll be out there bullying the whole bar. That's
so
what
anyway,
I'm doing.
Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome New Year's Eve. Be careful out there. There's a lot of crazies. Just take care of yourselves. I know that this can be a rough time of year for some people, but know that you have a Hellbent community here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and we're always, we get a lot of emails nowadays because like we're famous. Bigfoot celebrities is what we are. We were recognized in Palmetto State Armory.
We were recognized in a Kroger.
And the Mexican restaurant. Anyway, but
so there you have it.
But it's for any of you guys, especially those of you that have been with us for a while or something like that. If you got anything going on, drop us an email, drop us a line. Say important in there. It might be a day or so before we see it, but we'll get back to you. So
I'm going through the end of the chat here trying to catch it.
Yeah, I'm going to just go to the bottom here, and then we are going to...
I'll do some grown-ass man mugs. I might do that tomorrow. If I'll make myself a little note in my list of tasks here. And I can get that done tomorrow.
Mr. Blueberry's got a thing. Do the countdown of the best of 2025. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do a little live stream with just me, and people can chime in with what your... I was trying to think of my favorite things that we've experienced or the coolest things we've experienced over 2025. And I'm going, was that this year? Was that like 2 years ago? Time has just ran all
the release of Monster on Morse Mountain.
Well, yeah, but
Number one.
Yeah.
Number one.
So, all right, we're going to wrap it up, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for spending a little time with us tonight. Moondog, we are glad to see you, my friend. You chimed in right as we were wondering where you were.
We finally got furniture for our little library area, and on the table, I was like, what book are we going to put on this table that is going to be like a centerpiece book that we have here? And Moondog, it was that book you sent me, the History of Egypt book that you sent me, that beautiful rare book. So I see that book and I always think of you, and I want to thank you for sending me that book because it's a treasure of mine, and it's got a place of honor in our library.
Yes. So, all right, guys, you guys might see me popping on either New Year's Eve or maybe New Year's Day night. If you were incarcerated, maybe put it on the television in the common room and introduce us to some other potential hellbenders who are, wards of the state, if that particular.
I think Yorga will probably have the remote, so just ask him.
Yeah. So anyway.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I'm jazzed, ready to go. Thank you guys for joining us tonight and every night that we've been doing this. This is the end of 2025. On to 2026.
2026.
Big things.
I don't want to jinx myself.
Oh.
But.
What?
Every year we've gotten better. Every year we've done stuff, because I always do this, is I always go,
I'm ready to get worse.
I have this fear.
Okay.
I always tell people that we are dependent. We can't force things to happen. Okay. We can try to maybe improve our chances of things happening. We've got things like the beacon, the Estes method that you do. We still have the helmet that Dewey Edwards made for us that we still have to like release and use, but we are not in charge of any of this stuff. And I always tell people the next weird thing that we encounter might be the last weird thing that we ever encounter.
Yeah.
And at that point, we're just talking about this stuff and we're not doing it and encountering it and recording it anymore.
Yeah.
But every year we get a little bit better than the previous year at recording this stuff, at documenting it, at being able to capture what we experience. It used to be that when we first started doing this, we would experience stuff and we wouldn't be able to catch it in time. We wouldn't be able to record it. Things would happen and we would not be able to document it. But we've gotten better and better and better, and then use the resources that become available to us to get our equipment and our knowledge base better and better and better.
Yeah.
2026 is going to be off the freaking hook.
I think
right? I don't even feel like I'm jinxing ourselves by saying that.
I think we're hitting the ground running, my man.
I think we are going into it, and I'm just going, we built such a good, solid base to be able to get in. And right now, I don't know of any other, even a larger group of people that are into this, that are as multifaceted and can cast a wide a net as we cast at this point. I'm really feeling good about 2026, and that we're going to capture some awesome stuff. We're going to record some awesome stuff. We're going to document some awesome stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm really looking forward to the new year. I'm really looking forward to it. So
I would like to say, on a not so positive note, I'm declaring total war against the paradigm. We here at Hellbent Holler, this group of beautiful, lovely, mentally unstable people, we are the Bigfoot heretics. And we're coming for you.
So
good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Joseph,
let's get the hell out.
Let's call it a day. Hold on. I'm not ready. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready yet. Now she's ready.
Later, Gators. So
au revoir.